friends, welcome to data making. In this section, we are going to see how to build a Kafka cluster on top of Docker environment. So till last section, we saw how to set up the Docker environment. Okay, now we are going to set up the Docker cluster, which is a Docker container, which is for Kafka cluster. Now, there are two important things you need to understand. What is Docker image? What is Docker container? Docker image is a packaged bundle, or you can say it's a package of all your libraries and binary files, all the stuff. Okay, so when you run an image, you get a container. So a container is nothing but a runtime for your software. Software, you can think of Docker image is your software, and when you run the software, you get an environment to run your application. Okay, so if you want to understand more about Docker concepts and other details, please go through the bonus section, which I given a lot of information about Docker. Okay, and then you get more idea of it. So for now, what we are going to do, we are going to build this Kafka cluster. Okay, to use Kafka, we need a zookeeper, the component called zookeeper. So in distributed environment, when you multiple components, multiple services interacting, so there is a need of a common service called the coordination service. So open source community has developed a component called zookeeper, which is used to track the offset in the Kafka cluster. Offset is nothing but a message IDs. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first we need to I'm going to create a subnet. Okay, using this subnet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to using this subnet. I am going to use this subnet for all the containers I'm going to create it, so that it will be in this it will form the network, and it will be contract between these containers can be easily achievable. Okay, so let's create the subnet. It's already exists, so I've already created. So what I'm going to do is next is you have to get a zookeeper image. So for zookeeper, I'm using an official image. So you can use the docker pull command, which will pull it from the docker hub. Docker hub is nothing but a repository for all the docker container. Okay, so it is going to pull it from the Docker Hub, the Zookeeper container, sorry, look at Zookeeper image. I'm pulling this version 3.4. So we call it this as tag name. This is the image name, and this is a tag ID or tag name. So once you get a Zookeeper image, we can run that image to get a Zookeeper container. So this is the command. To run your image, you need to pass a docker run. I'm going to run it in once this is running, I am going to run it on background mode. So it is -daemon, and I'm going to set the host name as zookeeper node, and I'm using this subnet. So I have to give the subnet ID, and IP address I'm assigning it to 172.20.1.3, and this is the name of the container I'm giving. And I'm going to actually publish this port number, which is a 2181, which is the default port number for Zookeeper. And this is the image I'm going to run it. So using this command, we can spawn a container, means create a container, launch a container, all are same. Okay, the container is created. So you can just check Docker PS, there's a container running. You can also check Docker images. So there is an image called Zookeeper, and tag number is 3. Apart from this, there is a hello world image, which I just checked whether the Docker commands are working. Okay. So now Zookeeper container is ready. Next, we are going to download the Kafka image. So Kafka official image, there is no official image in the Docker Hub. So I just use this Docker image, the Kafka image for Docker. This just in the documentation I just checked in the Docker Hub, it has some they made some optimization. So let's use this. So you same use the docker pull command. So if you don't give the tag number, it will going to fetch the latest one. So once that is ready, so we are going to let's get downloaded. So we are going to actually run this container Kafka as a background daemon, okay, -d, and host name I'm giving as a Kafka node. I'm going to use this subnet ID, and the IP address I'm setting as 172.20.1.4. These two, why I'm giving 3 and 4. For one, I'm going to use a master node, which is all uh, Hadoop and Spark cluster will be installed on the master node, and there will be a Postgres container which will be running, that I will set it as 2, and 3 and 4 I'm using for Zookeeper and Kafka. And I'm setting the container name as data making underscore Kafka, and I'm going to I'm going to publish these port numbers for Zookeeper. For Kafka, this is the default port number 9092. Using this only, you can actually interact with the Kafka broker, and you need to set up this. There is a property called environment variable called Kafka advertised host name. Why we need this is basically if you want to connect that Kafka broker from outside environment, because when you run from local machine, the container is going to be act as a remote machine. So to expose that, you need to give the IP address. This IP address basically default IP address for your containers which is running on Windows. So if it's Ubuntu, it will be a different IP address. You can check that and you can provide that. This is Zookeeper. Similarly, we are giving Zookeeper IP also same. Okay, this is the kind of public IP for all your containers. Okay, and then image name. So this command will launch the container for Kafka. Okay, let me check it is downloaded. Yes, Docker images. There's additionally one more image has come, just slash Kafka. So I'm going to run this. There's another container will be running now. Okay, so two containers running. So if you want to log into this container, what you need to do is take a container ID. Say example Kafka. If I want to log in, take this. You have to say Docker execute exe in the interactive mode -it, give the container ID and followed by bash. You want to access the shell. So I'm inside the container, Docker Kafka container. So this is how we need to just get into the Kafka node. Okay. So we'll actually, so now we set up the single node Kafka cluster. Okay. So now what we are going to do in the next section is we are going to create a Spark cluster, Hadoop and Spark cluster. I hope this section is useful for you. Please, if you are not understanding the Docker concepts, please go through the bonus tutorial section. It has more information. Thank you so much, friends. See you in the next section.